today. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I enjoyed my weekend. It was very hot, but you know, it wasn't that much going on. I want to give a shout out to my friend Sharon. Sunday was her birthday. We went to the Cheesecake Factory, hung out for a little bit. So happy birthday to her. I want to also give a happy birthday shout out to Michelle Williams. I don't know how old she turned, but you know, it was her birthday. Hopefully she turned up. Who else? And shout out to all the Leos, because I guess it's now Leo season. I don't mess with y'all all like that, but I like a few Leos. What I'm going to say is I want to say thank you to everyone who watched our videos from last week. Also, thank you to those that watched the video that I put up on Friday evening with me revealing my Ancestry DNA results. And, you know, I was really, those were my live reactions. And I was really surprised that it revealed to me that I'm 93% African. And then it broke down my DNA from all the different countries in Africa. I think it was about 8 different countries that makes up my DNA of my 93% ancestry. And I had 3% Native American in me and 2%, I believe it says Central Asia. So, you know, and then the comments, it was just good to read the different comments that was going on. And people were saying that, yes, it's Africans that have your eyes. It's not always just the Asian thing. And some people posted pictures or linked to pictures with Africans with the same eyes like me. So I was just really surprised. But if you want to do your Ancestry DNA, I have a link inside the More Info box. It'll save you $10 off the kit if you want to get it done. I recommend everyone doing it because it was just a great experience for me, and it's even a great conversation to have with people because then people want to know, I wonder what my DNA makeup is, and it really got conversations going this weekend. So if you want to do it, the link is inside the More Info box. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks, but it's definitely worth it. It only takes a week for the DNA kit to come, but then you have to test it. And also, some people that have really, really close DNA to me, like they said, like cousins, some of them have been contacting me. I'm not ready to talk on the phone and stuff like that, but I've definitely been having conversations trying to figure out which side of the family is it, the maternal or the paternal, and I want to get to know more of my dad's side, like all these different last names, because everybody is not Simmons. It's like I've seen Jones a lot. I've seen some Williams. I've seen a bunch of last names, but Jones was like one of the main last names I kept seeing. So I got to do some digging. But yeah, that's enough of that. Also, don't forget the Scorpion Show Barbecue is in 4 weeks. That's in actually 26 days. The Scorpion Show Barbecue on my block, 22nd and Burks. The barbecue is going on from 3 to 8. I'm going to put 8:30 because the block is blocked off until 8:30. So it's from 3 o'clock to 8:30. So come on out. Have a good time. Please bring school supplies. Please BYOB. If you would like to donate, I have opened the GoFundMe account. The link is inside the More Info box. Again, this is for only people that want to donate. So I'm never going to talk about it again. If you want to donate, the link is inside the More Info box. You can go to GoFundMe and donate to the barbecue. Also, some things have been revealed this weekend. Well, a couple months ago, there was this report on Twitter that the DNC email files have been hacked. And they were saying that they were hacked by Russians and that they were trying to, I guess, figure out all the stuff they can about what the Democratic National Convention is doing to stop Donald Trump. And then the day before, then it was like no one talking about it. And then the day before, or 2 days before, the Democratic National Convention, which is here in Philly, everyone was going crazy about these leaked emails and showing that a lot of people that work for the DNC were trying to do everything they can to sabotage Bernie Sanders' campaign. And they were saying that Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who is the what's her title? Like she's the
chairman
head of
the chairman of the Democratic National Committee.
Yeah, she's the chairman, and she and a couple of chairwoman. She and other people
But just saying things like what they're going to say in interviews, what they're going to do. Is Bernie Sanders really a Jewish person? He might be really an atheist. I'm not okay with that. And they were saying that Jeff Weaver is stupid for trying to keep this campaign going. But to me, that's some of that stuff ain't nothing like people been saying. I don't know about the atheist stuff. I haven't heard that part. But to me, what they're saying is the same shit that people talk about. It's just that they're in trouble because their emails got hacked. And that this was, and you know, people found out that was going on. But I'm sure if you go into the Republican RNC emails, you're going to see the same shit. So, I mean, I think everybody got a little bit of
people were upset.
Yeah.
Mostly Bernie Sanders supporters were upset because what they always felt and thought was revealed. Was that the Democratic National Committee has always been in favor for Hillary Clinton, which most of the Democratic Party was in favor for Hillary Clinton. I said this before in our last video. Bernie Sanders was never ever a Democrat. Mind you, when they mention Bernie Sanders now and they show pictures of him, I saw this on CNN last night. They show pictures of him and they say Senator Bernie Sanders, and it says independent.
Yep, sure does.
So he quickly went from Democrat back to independent. He was never a Democrat to begin with. The Democratic Party was supporting a Democrat, Hillary Clinton. And like Kevin said, these emails revealed all this stuff, you know, about how the party was trying to ban behind Hillary Clinton. I don't think there's anything in these emails, first of all, that we should be pointing fingers at Hillary Clinton because she didn't do anything wrong. These weren't her emails. These were emails from people who work at the Democratic National Committee. Secondly, like he said, I'm sure if you go on the Republican National Committee email, I'm sure early on there were probably plenty of emails where they were trying to stop Donald Trump. And probably even still on, they were trying to stop Donald Trump. But no one has hacked into those emails. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm still a little confused at why she had to resign.
Because it's not in good light to be, if someone is, if your reputation has been damaged, it's not good to represent a party like that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why is her reputation damaged because of these emails. Because in my opinion, what these emails show is what, one, Bernie Sanders supporters always felt, and two, what most of us Democrats who supported Hillary Clinton always knew, was that
because if you're a chairwoman or if you're a chairperson of a committee, you should be biased. You shouldn't be biased towards any party. Your job should be trying to make sure that everything is on the straight and narrow path when it comes to the Democrats and who's voting for who. You shouldn't be having those conversations in emails about who you really support.
No, you shouldn't. And I watched The View today, and they made a really good point. You shouldn't have these particular conversations in email. These are conversations that you should have either in person or whatever. But my point is, the Democratic Committee, National Committee, was pushing the person that they knew could win. Your mom is getting on my nerves. She keeps yelling. They knew they were pushing the person. Did you hear what you just said? They were pushing the person that they knew and felt that could win. I understand that you shouldn't be biased, but again, Bernie Sanders in actuality was hinting. No, he was hindering. Like he was.
Oh yeah, after
because look at this. Whether or not what these emails reveal, Hillary Clinton still won fair and square. People went to the polls in the primaries to go vote for her before these emails were even revealed, which was just a few days ago. So Hillary Clinton won fair and square. She won fair and square. The people went out and voted for her. The emails reveal what everybody, we want Hillary to represent our party. I mean, shout out to the Bernie Sanders supporter, but I've always said this. He's not a Democrat. And I wish that he would have ran as an independent because maybe he would have had a chance on winning. But then again, a lot of people said that if he would have ran as an independent, it would have stopped. Yeah, he wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have won as a Democrat, which he didn't. And he probably wouldn't have won as an independent, and it probably would have hurt Hillary because then Donald Trump would have won.
Because they don't have anyone that's
Right. So I mean, it's unfortunate that this was revealed because it looks bad on Hillary, even though she had nothing to do with this. Mm-hmm. But now, you know, after her coming through this whole email scandal, now they got another email scandal, and now what the Republicans are doing is saying, "See, we told you, they're just all." But please, people, don't let this stop you from going out to vote. Okay, this is a small piece of the puzzle compared to the big issues. Okay. Please don't let this stop you. Don't let this stop you at all.
And I've seen, and some people have been saying that the Hillary Clinton campaign has hired Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and that's not true. So please don't believe that. And I think Hillary would be a fool to go ahead and hire someone that just got fired for being in support of her, and you know, showing bias towards her when you're supposed to be representing the whole party. So it's not true. I seen Bernie Sanders speak today, and I mean, he had a lot of support at the convention center this afternoon.
And he's speaking again tonight?
Yeah, he's speaking again tonight, but he had like a little rally. I think for the people that's upset about what's going on, as Bernie stated, after it took him like 2 months to concede, run for office. If you don't like what's going on, run for office. I think that is the best thing that you can do, because if you are for what's right and if you're against the corruption that's going on, it's corruption on both sides. Mm-hmm. If you are against that and you really want to make a statement, you should run for office in your local district and in your city. I really think that's what people should be doing.
Or get more involved.
Yeah,
if you're not,
and a lot of people are not.
Get more involved.
Because it's nothing like you can protest. I'm trying to understand, what are they protesting against? Like my friend Brandon asked me, "Are you going to protest? What are we protesting?" I don't know. Why? If it was something that
Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah, but you know, something I noticed. I don't know what he's doing, but Brandon, like every day, he's just been texting me like, "They're against the black people here. They're against the black people," and I'm just like, okay,
who's against the black people?
White people. It's just like, for me, it's like I've noticed a change in him. And I think that is good. Yeah. I think that is good for you to feel that way. He's speaking his mind. But I said, Brandon, sending me a text message is not going to change anything that's going on. If you really want to make a change, you have to do something.
And he's going.
Playing on Facebook.
Is he going to the protest?
I haven't heard about him going to the protest.
I'm sure he
Tell him that we recording.
Hello? We're recording. Work. And she didn't hear nothing I said. No. She didn't hear nothing I said because she's too busy yelling at them. She didn't hear a word that I said. I don't live here.
And I just want him to know that everybody is not against black people. Everybody is not against black people. Every white person does not hate black people.
And every time I want you to get up and get your mom together.
Yeah, I can't. It's our house.
Yo, we are recording.
She'll hear you, but I wonder who she's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
She still don't hear you. She'll hear what you say.
She said, I need y'all to be quiet because we recording.
Who's gonna do it?
I don't live here. Brandon needs to take her to the protest, and she got so much fucking things.
And he should have been down there with Bernie this afternoon.
Okay.
And then, you know, they were booing Hillary Clinton again when he said that we need to make sure that she is president. They booed her. They booed the hell out of her. And listen,
there would be a lot of them booing her.
Yeah, not tonight. No, only the protesters.
He better not get in there and pull a text.
Oh my God, if he do that tonight, he might not make it out.
Kevin.
No, I'm sure.
It's getting scary because I really don't know who this is going to go to.
I don't think he's going to go back on his word.
I really don't know who this is going to go to.
No, because you know what? Let me tell you something. Wait,
it's too much.
Wait, it's too much. And then when he was saying we got to make sure Donald Trump ain't president, it got a little mum in there. It wasn't nobody cheering for that. Now, see, this is my thing. The people that's protesting, I don't believe that they're Democrats there. I believe that they're independents,
right,
and they are part of other different coalitions or different support groups
but they are not Democrats. And, you know, I'm really hoping that everybody bands together. If you are a Bernie supporter, I hope that you do listen, because we do not need Donald Jackass Trump in the White House.
Because that's what the J stands for.
And if you decide that you want to stay home, that's your business. But I wouldn't want you to stay home. I would rather you vote than not vote. And you vote whoever the hell you vote for. But I hope that you do vote for Hillary. But if you want to vote for Jill Stein, go ahead and throw this election to Trump. Basically, that's what you're doing.
Right.
So any Donald Trump vote is a Hillary vote, and any vote that's not for Hillary is a Donald Trump vote. Point blank. And remember,
you said any Donald Trump.
Anybody that doesn't vote for Trump is a Hillary Clinton vote, and anybody that doesn't vote for Hillary Clinton is Donald Trump vote. And then when you get down to it, let's not have the election like 2000.
Okay.
Where we got to look at chads. We learned about chads and ballots, and
but I think
absentee votes weren't counted.
I think that the electoral system has evolved since 16 years ago. I would hope so.
It needs to change.
Because I will never forget that.
It needs to be.
I will never forget. I think I was close to my birthday when we finally found out.
Yeah, December 7th on a Sunday.
My birthday was the 12th. Yeah, it was very close. I remember that. It was close to my birthday when we found out who was going to be the next president. Mind you, we had they had voted early November.
Yes. And it took them that long because they had to go through the system again
and count manually.
Look at the shit that's been dented. Look at the fucking absentee ballots, and then they didn't even count all the absentee ballots. And then Senator Catherine Hughes, she all on TV all crying and shit, happy that George Bush won. But again, he only won because his brother was the governor and they didn't play the fuck right. But we don't need that again.
No, we don't.
So go ahead and vote for Jill Stein and them. We're going to be having the same thing.
It's going to be a hush.
It's too tight.
Over this country if Donald Trump becomes president. It's going to be a hush over this country with minorities.
I'm going to be looking for a way out.
White folks are going to be you're going to be looking for a way out. I'm going to be looking for a way in. To another country.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. And mind you, I was looking at these prices for London. I want to know how the hell. Now, I paid $2,500 to go to London in 2013. Right? That's flight and hotel. In 2016, normally shit go up. These prices went all the way down. The cheapest price I seen to London was $11.35, and that's including flight and hotel. How the hell did it drop that drastic? So I'll be going there soon. I'll let you guys know. I've been thinking about it. It's going to take a couple of checks, but I'm going to be there. Hopefully. So, open the door. Open the door.
You don't want this to
Yes, I do. I want to hear this. That's Jeremy. Richard.
That's what she's arguing with, Richard.
Let me pause this.
Yeah, I said pause it first because that would go downstairs.
You lazy ass bitch. Fuck I'ma do. All this fucking pettiness and here. Hey y'all, we back. Oh my god. All over a pocketbook. Children are petty, and then the adults get in it, and they get pettier.
I need a church.
Then Mikhail got into it down there.
No, I didn't.
Talking about, yeah, I struck a nerve, bitch. Yeah, I struck a nerve. With somebody that don't even live here.
Yes!
Y'all gonna stop bringing this shit in my house. I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody.
I need a fan.
A fan? I want to turn the ear. Fuck that, I'm turning the ear up because if y'all can't hear me, Mikhail, just talk loud. I'm over.
You know I talk loud anyway. I struck that good nerve. He got mad.
Baby, you start talking that shit.
Stop talking that shit.
Woo!
He wasn't ready.
Because it was some stuff I missed.
Try me.
I said, but wait a minute. What's going on?
Get you together.
What's going on?
I'm the wrong bitch to get
so
together.
what we was talking about? So yeah, let me tell you. Okay. So we hope that Bernie Savage. Bernie. It's nuts.
But that's what me and Anthony was talking about yesterday. Listen.
Who is that?
I'm gonna show you.
Wait a minute, that's the one that.
Shut up.
Wait, I'm listening.
Shut up.
Wait,
That's why he struck a nerve. That's how he
Oh,
bitch. Don't try me.
oh my God.
What does it say? I'm gonna instructions on how to
Jump. That's the only positive post I've seen about Janet on your Instagram.
listen, and you see what the caption says. And I mean it,
okay?
Because I hurt your feelings.
Very good. That was. They doing too much in here. So I hope Bernie don't sabotage the convention tonight. I do hope that this convention from Monday to Friday, from Thursday, is all about uniting our party, because our party definitely needs to be united. And that I hope they spend less emphasis on Donald Trump and talk more about how they're going to make change going forward into 2020, okay? Because that's exactly what our country needs. And we need to talk about how we can get police and the civilians up, in the communities, how they can have a better relationship, because we don't have that, and our country is fucked up. And I do hope that they talk more about it. Don't just support the police, but support the Black Lives Matter movement as well. I just hope that they really get their minds together.
People who don't want to see change, are trying to make the Black Lives Matter
look like a terrorist
organization.
And that's not the case.
And that's not the case at all. Yes, as in any organization, you always have a few that are just goofy, and they say goofy shit. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, Black Lives Matter is not a terrorist organization. They don't promote violence. They don't promote any of that stuff. They want change to come about, and they want it to come about now. Mm-hmm. But people who don't want to see that change, or are afraid of that change, or they're not clear on what the change is, they try to paint this picture of Black Lives Matter as being this organization that's just all about violence and killing the police, and that's not the case at all. Before Dallas, Black Lives Matter had been out, for 2 years? You ain't hear about nobody from Black Lives Matter killing no cops. As a matter of fact, you still haven't heard anything about any member from Black Lives Matter killing cops. Those guys, that man who killed those cops in Dallas and the man who killed those cops in Louisiana, they didn't have anything to do with Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. But yet the media is trying to paint them, or the right-wing media, I should say, is trying to paint them as people who are tied in with Black Lives Matter, and so therefore Black Lives Matter has something to do with these cop killings. And that's just not true at all. Mm-hmm. And you gotta forgive me because I'm hot as hell.
Yeah, he's down there running his mouth, and that heat down there.
And that heat.
Running his mouth.
Running my mouth.
So, this mom beat her daughter on Facebook for being a thot. Now, this girl was taking pictures with this boy who was naked, and he was just in nothing but a towel. And I guess the picture went viral, and the mom found out. The mom went on Facebook Live and recorded her beating her daughter up for 5 minutes. It wasn't no belt involved. It was just pure hands, slapping her in the face, punching her in the arm, punching her in the back, just, giving it to her and saying, like, you're embarrassing yourself, but not only that, you're embarrassing me. Because, we got people that know us, and this is not a representation of me, and we're not going to do this. So because you embarrass me, I'm about to embarrass you. So she just beat her daughter up for 5 straight minutes, and she was upset. Now this is my thing, y'all all know, I'm for fucking a child up. But not on video for the world to see.
Not child abuse.
Not child. It's
good discipline.
I mean,
I didn't see
you might say it's child abuse, but I mean,
for those who don't whoop their kids.
You see how mom be slapping the back of the head, slapping the face. She was like punching her, getting her together. Like, I didn't find anything wrong with what she said. I just found it wrong that she put it on the internet.
And this is where, go ahead.
Yeah, that was just wrong. But other than that, yes, fuck her up. But see, I don't know. I don't know. Because some people say, yeah, I'm glad she did it. I'm just not for that, because there are psychological effects that can happen, like wanting to commit suicide, or just isolating yourself. And like, this is 1 week before school, how people are going to treat you, and it's going to be crazy for her. But she knew what she did when she was taking them pictures too. She knew that shit was wrong.
But see, as the parent, she needs to be a little bit more, because we done seen videos upon videos with parents who have recorded themselves whooping their kids, and it being a backlash. And I think that while I understand this mom's frustration, it's like, don't put that on social media. Don't. She could have verbally went in on her daughter, As a matter of fact, but you know, I'm not even one to put stuff like that on social media, period. Like, chastise your child and let it be that. Social media does not need to know any of that, okay? Because if you chastise your child the right way, your child will never want to do what this girl did again. Or she'll think twice about taking pictures with a half-naked guy. You know what I mean? But to do all of that and then post it online is just like, people are not going to look at the message, they're just going to look at the messenger and what they deem as, like you said, abuse. So you have to be a little bit smart. And I'm just really shocked that this mom didn't think twice about what she did. Because it almost seemed like at the end of the video, I didn't see the part where she, my mouth keeps.
He came in when I was.
I came at the latter part of it when the mom was just doing, and it almost looked like it was entertainment for the mom. That's the part that I didn't get. Like, why is this entertainment for you? So that's what people are going to look at, and there may be some.
Yeah, like maybe the child protective services will be her door. Her child is 16 though,
but she's still a minor.
Yeah, I know. But some parents welcome like, bitch, if you think you can do better for my daughter, go ahead, take it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
that's what
they're going to be at her door regardless. She's still a minor.
Yes, but they're going to come. I know they're going to come. But there's going to be people that's going to defend what happened.
They're going to come because first of all, she's colored. So they're really going to come. Because you know what? I noticed that them white folks, they don't do that.
No.
They do all types of crazy shit.
I've seen dads shoot out computers and shit.
But they don't do that. They will destroy the child's property before they abuse the child with camera.
Yeah.
Now that's not to say that they don't beat their kids. It's just that they think a little bit smarter.
Yeah, I've never seen the
right. It's always these black parents that are doing that.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to beat them off camera. Don't beat them on camera.
Yeah, you don't need to advertise the ass one.
My mom and dad never whooped my ass on camera. Thank God. Baby!
That would be embarrassing.
I think now, as an adult, I probably would laugh at it, but at that time, I wouldn't think that it would be funny.
I wouldn't want to get beat up on camera anyway, like by a parent or by anybody on the street. Like, you know, that's just horrible. If you got beat up and then that video goes viral, like I be seeing them videos online of people getting beat up and fighting and stuff and getting knocked out. Like, I wonder what happens to those people after them videos go viral. Cause I be on the sometimes I look at the Twitter called 30-second fights. I mean, these people get knocked the fuck out either from a kick or a punch they didn't even see coming. And then I seen one video of a girl beating some girl ass and then put the inhaler back in her mouth and continue to beat the girl up.
What about the video? Oh, Diggy showed me the video. It's a new video out, and this girl was fighting. These two girls were fighting. Well, they were attempting to fight, and one of the girls told the girl, "Listen, are we gonna do this or not? Because I gotta be to work by 5 o'clock." And the one who had to be to work by 5 whooped the other girl's ass.
Okay,
She let her know. Now I can go to work because now he was holding me up. She told her in the video, "I gotta be to work by 5 o'clock."
But she ain't had no marks or nothing on it.
No, she whooped that girl's ass. Because the other girl didn't want to fight. You could tell. Yeah. But she was like, "Bitch, you call me out."
Okay, you want to fight all the way down here, and now you're not gonna fight. Remember that time China was out there fighting? No. Who was that?
Who was that, Charlie?
What? Oh, he went downstairs.
What? We kicked this damn door. For what?
Yeah. So what? Yeah, keep that shit offline. And Michael Jordan said, "I can no longer be silent."
Wow.
About what's going on in America. So he donated $1 million to a community policing fund and to the NAACP legal fund. And he was just saying like he can no longer be silent. It's not right that African Americans are being killed by police. You know, the same stuff we always say. Right. And he said it's definitely not right that law enforcement are being killed. And he was saying like him at his status, he is not treated the way regular African Americans are treated.
That are rich.
But he's not, you know, turning a blind eye to what's going on. He's just decided that it's time to stop being silent. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had called Michael Jordan out because he said Michael Jordan picks commerce over the community. And I mean, basically, it has been true.
I will say this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar may be the most famous one that called him out, but he is certainly not the only person that called him out. Because I noticed that, I think with the Alton Sterling case, there were a lot of people that were going in on a lot of different celebrities for not speaking out. And one of the celebrities that were getting it a lot that I kept seeing was Michael Jordan. A lot of people were saying, like, you know, you don't speak out. I'm sure half the people that have been killed are people who are bought your sneakers, this, that, and the third. You know, is it because you white women? Like, it's just they were going in on Michael Jordan, and I was very shocked. And I'm shocked today hearing this because I'm shocked that he's just now saying something.
As of today.
As of today, he's just now saying something. You know, after. You know, all he's just now saying something.
Yeah, he should have been saying something when people were getting robbed and shot at his sneaker things. Yeah. When people line up behind.
But see, this is why people feel the way they feel about him. And you know how I feel. I always say, don't look to celebrities to validate anything. They're not ones to validate. But going back to the point of his, it just goes to show you that Michael Jordan, when it comes to certain things, is just about the dollar. People getting robbed and shot over his sneakers, that ain't got nothing to do with him. As long as he's getting that check, you know what I mean? Because any smart, rational person who heard this would have said, listen, wait a minute, chill out. He would have put a statement out or something saying, listen, I want everybody to buy my sneakers, but I do not want y'all to be shooting and killing each other over my sneakers. You know what I mean? This is something that he could have put out. He didn't even have to go on camera. He could have just put this statement out, letting people know. At least he would have said something, but he hasn't said anything about that. And every time his sneakers go on sale, the new ones or whatever they are, it's always...
People be out there at midnight. Before that, just
people be out there sleeping. And it be mostly guys. Then half of them don't even pay child support.
Or vote.
Or vote. And won't go to a court hearing when they're called to come here for their kids.
They're going to get you.
But they will sleep outside of the sneaker store to buy $200 or $300 sneakers. Am I missing something? No, am I missing something?
No, I think he should have been said something. I think he should have been saying things like that.
Stay outside all night long to buy sneakers, but won't go to court when it comes to their child. That they're not.
It depends on if they have children.
Well, I'm saying the ones
because do have children.
I almost guarantee.
Because people be out there for them iPhones too, and I'm sure they ain't been.
This girl got her baby father together on Instagram about 2 years ago. I will never forget this. I know her. Live right here in Philly. She has a son by this guy, and she was just like, in the beginning, he was doing what he needed to do.
We started,
yeah. And she was like, this was even after we had broke up. He was taking care of his son. She said, but all of a sudden, he stopped taking care of his son. And she said she couldn't understand why. And then she realized, because he had got another girl. But then come to find out, the other girl that he got had kids by somebody else.
But he would take care of another man's child.
Take care of another. But this is the kicker. She couldn't do it because he had blocked her, but she had one of her friends go on his Instagram page and screenshot his page, going through his screen. He was taking pictures of and taking his girlfriend and the kids to different places in Florida, all different types of vacations. And she posted on her Instagram and said, you can't take care of your son, but you can take this female and her 2 kids to these different vacations. I mean, it was so embarrassing. And you know, he had the nerves to comment, unblock her, because somebody, you know, people must have told him that this was going on. He unblocked her and then went on her page to say, you know, oh, that's foul that you would do something like that.
Oh, well, that's foul that you would...
You're not taking care of your child. It's foul that somebody has to go that way. It's foul that they have to go that way because you're not taking... Listen, I am so hell-bent on telling these mothers out here, if you have a baby father that does not take care of his kids, expose him to the fullest. Because it ain't nothing like a man who don't take care of his kids.
But you gotta be careful because these niggas is crazy.
But then they flaunt and they show you the stuff that they got and where they went. I'm in Miami living it up. But you have a child at home that you're not taking care of. And that goes to the fathers out there who are taking care of the kids, and the baby moms is nowhere to be found either. Which is kind of rare, but it does happen. It does happen. It does happen. And I have a coworker who's in a situation like that, but shout out to her because she takes care of her boyfriend's son as if that is her child. And she calls him, no, she don't have any children. And this is my son because the mother is somewhere over in La La Land.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I commend people like that. You know what I mean? She took that little boy in and said, no, this is my son. Fuck her. She left him. He's mine now. And I'm going to take care of him. And I just can't think of a mother actually abandoning their child. It's bad when the father does it, but when a mother abandons their child, like, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm. We all know what happens. How the hell did we start talking about that?
I don't know, but you know what? That just made me think of losing Isaiah when she put him in that dumpster.
You know, I finally watched that full movie like 3 months ago, and it's good, baby.
Losing Isaiah is 21 years old, and you just saw it.
I've seen bits and pieces, but
never the whole thing.
Never the whole thing.
Wasn't it sad at the end?
Yes.
Because it was like you was trying to figure out who should he go to. Should he go to her, or should he go to the white lady?
And when you see that white lady, he was happy.
That was his mom.
She ain't had no other choice but to give it up.
That was his mom.
Give him up.
That was his mom. Mm-hmm. That may not have been the woman who birthed him, but that was his mother, and that's who he knew as his mother.
I wonder what women have done that got their lives together. Have they gotten their children back, and what's the relationship with their child?
I don't know, but it's very hard. I think losing Isaiah, that movie was so good. It really did open a lot of people's eyes up, like, because you really do have situations like that where a mother is on drugs and she has to give her child away, you know, because, and then she gets her life together, and then she comes back in the picture wanting her child, but then now her child is 10 years old and already has this established family and knows this family and this woman as the mother. They're going to look at you like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And why do I now have to call you mom?
Yeah. All I can say is I'm just glad that my mom kept everybody together. So she raised everybody.
She kept y'all together already.
Everybody. You know, that's because
was
I wouldn't even want to want that. Like,
that's horrible.
It was tough back in the day. It was tough, but I'm just glad that my mom kept everybody together.
Because your mom is a strong black woman.
That's right. That's right. So.
And she kicked me out of her house again today.
She said, bitch, you don't shut up.
If you don't shut up, you gotta go. That's what she told me. If you don't shut up, and then told me from the top of the steps, if you don't shut the fuck up, you're gonna get out. And I wasn't even talking to her. You see, she was telling me to shut up, but wasn't telling Bush to shut up. Why you ain't? I was getting ready to say, why you not telling him to shut up?
I struck a nerve, huh?
I did.
You don't shut the fuck up.
He's talking about, then she gonna say, no, you struck my fucking nerves. And I'm looking at her like, why are you talking to me?
Oh! It is a reality show in here.
I keep telling Kevin that they could make some money if they put hidden cameras in their house. The shit that goes on off camera is the best. Ow! She told me, if you don't shut up, you're gonna get the fuck out. I struck a nerve. No, you struck a nerve with me. She got mad. No, she got mad because I said I wasn't gonna take Tibby home. Well, why? That too. I said, yeah, that's it. Why can't you take her home? Because that's out of my way. Oh, you can't go out of your way? No, I don't know kids. No, I brought her here free of charge. Well, I look like going back that way.
Wait a minute, I gotta put that thing back on energy saving. I'm glad I ain't sweating. Y'all know how I normally sweat.
She tried. Oh, you can't go out of your way? You can't go out of yours, can you? Why should I go out of mine?
So Mikhail missed another episode of Power, but he was here.
I was
when
here.
It was on.
When it was
on.
You
know you can't watch it in my house.
You can't watch nothing in Kevin's house when you got about 20 people under one roof at one time. No, you can't. And Amber was in front of that TV like she knew what was going on.
I knew everything about because I watched it up here today. And it was good.
I gotta watch it.
It's just too much.
It's too much.
Too much going on. But let me tell you something. Angela, now you really trying to be a mom.
Yeah, and she needs to know her place. That I will say from the last episode, you don't tell him that you want to meet his kids. You're still the mistress.
Oh yeah, but she met him this time. And Tasha went to the house to make sure everything was child-proof, safe, and said everything looks good. You know.
If I was Tasha,
but the kids wasn't feeling it like that. But
no, of course not, because you done broke up our home.
Yeah. Like they, I guess they were trying to be all fake with the children, but every time something always coming up. And then how you got all these children and something always coming up between you two? I'm sure it went down with her and Tasha the same way, but then the teenager was teaching the girl how to take care of the baby and all of that shit because the baby was crying. Then you got Tommy out here acting the fool,
acting a plump,
still making drug deals, going bad, promising people shit. Tasha had gave him a check.
trying to fix the relationship. Like we need to get proposed and everything. So they ended up fighting, but he got the check. But then Holly wants to take the check, bitch, and try to cash the check. Holly is just on another level of bitch. You just can't trust her. And Tommy is so into them dick sucks that he can't think right because he keep thinking with the wrong head.
Ugh.
The wrong head.
And she jumps on it in a minute, don't she?
Yeah,
she just jumps
fast. She's like, I know you can make me proud. You make me happy. Just unzip it and go to town. But it is good to have somebody like that can just go to town at any time, any moment.
No, I don't. Bitch. I don't know.
Oh, well,
I've never been in that situation where at any time anymore. I'll never forget. Shut up, Miguel.
Don't go there.
I was about to go there.
Don't be nasty.
I was about to go there because I had a moment like that, and look at me.
Okay.
Ask me while we were driving.
Oh no!
I said, oh no. No.
Be like Teddy Pendergrass, right?
Okay. No.
They said when Mikhail go to work, he goes to work.
You.
Go ahead, my boy. I got the lid on. I was choke. Wait. You made me. No
listen. I said, listen.
You see that?
I am freaky, but I'm not that kind of girl. Okay. But we can get pulled over.
Let me tell you.
How can I explain this to my mom? You in jail for what?
Baby, them windows better be tinted.
I would have called you first. How do you think I should go about explaining this to my mom?
Don't even explain it.
Don't even explain it.
Call me and tell her what's going on.
No, because she's really like, what? You did. I can't believe it.
Look, you got to call somebody that's going to bail you out where they won't find out.
Amber.
Oh.
Amber and Misha or you. Y'all were the three people that I always told when I was going there.
Okay.
I said, Amber, in case anything happens, this is where I'm at. But no, I'll never get there. I said, no. Why not? No. Bitch. I didn't even think about Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, it was a lot of accusations, but baby, he was driving and crashed that car.
But we know. One thing's for certain and two things for sure. We know what was going on in that car. And I don't care what nobody said. We know who he was doing it with. And I'm going to be quiet because I don't want to get sued. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Who he was doing it with.
Because she was on Oprah telling her story. You didn't see that, did you?
No. Wait.
Yes. She talking about, yes.
Yes, I know. Because I told you, the lady, remember the lady I used to work with at her? The older lady? Her sister was friends with Teddy Pendergrass, and she was like, he used to come to our house and everything. And she was the one who broke the news to me because I never knew about that part. And you know how older people telling you a story? She was like, and you can tell that she didn't quite want to say it. But she said, yeah, we knew he used to live in I'm looking like, really? Like, wow. Because I went to his funeral.
I didn't know that.
His funeral was near my house, and they had opened it to the public. They were kicking people out of there. I think
I remember that it was no room or something like that.
No.
Taking pictures.
And they told us, because Enon, when they had that, is a big mega church here. We talked about Enon before. And the balcony, which could be a church of its own, that's how huge the balcony is, that was for the public. The downstairs part of the sanctuary was for the family and friends. And they told all of us up here, do not pull out no phones. Oh, there were people pulling out phones. I mean, those ushers was coming left and right. Come on, you gotta go. And I remember this one lady was trying to, I don't know if she was actually recording or not, but they saw that phone. And they got her and that guy that she was with out of there. And she kept trying to plead herself. But it was like, miss, you need to just go. Because they're not going to let, because they told you don't pull the phone out. Baby, when I tell you my phone was in my pocket, I didn't even touch it like I was going to grab it.
So how was the funeral?
It was nice. It was really nice. Tyrese, I didn't know, but Tyrese was really close to Teddy Pendergrass, like family close. Like Tyrese had got up there when he spoke and was just explaining how he would actually go to the hospital and like literally sleep on the hospital floor. Like him and Teddy were like father and son. And I think he was supposed to play Teddy in the movie, and that's how they became really, really close, or whatever the case may be. But him and Teddy Pendergrass were really, really close. Like, he was saying that a lot of times it would just be him and his wife and Teddy, Teddy's wife, Tyrese, and Teddy in the hospital room. Like when he would go to the hospital, just sleep the three of them. I was like, I never knew how close
they were.
they really were. Like it was huge, and it was a beautiful service. But yeah, you know, once they said the public can come, you know, my newsy ass was right in there. Because
was anybody in there performing like
music, soul chop? No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a very civilized service.
Because you know them girls be acting.
Yeah, no, it was a civilized service. It was.
But yeah, that Andre, I know he's gonna get killed this season. In Power.
Which one is Andre? The one with
the one that with the curly hair.
Mohawk?
That's in the
yeah.
He's gonna get killed because now your friends are trying to get you to steal money out the damn thing, and then you confront Ghost about the cards and all this stuff. He's gonna be killed by the end of the season. I don't care what nobody say. Tommy and Ghost need to fix it fast. And he was going to try to kill Ghost, acting like he tried to kill Ghost.
I saw that part, yeah.
And then he up there snorting up all the fucking drugs and then beat up the other guy because he didn't beat up Ghost. So then, you know, Holly, kill Ghost for me, baby. Kill Ghost for me.
She's getting in Tommy's head.
Yeah. And guess who comes at the door?
Tasha.
Miss Tasha. And that's how it ended, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I can help you. But then I don't think it's about that. But yeah, Power is getting good. If y'all not watching it, y'all need to watch it. And I mean, pay attention to everything, because it's too much going on. Too fucking much. I'm still trying to get it all together with Lobos and who's working with who. And
yeah. I got a little confused with this season because it was so long ago that last season was, and I was like, I'm not going back and watching last season again. Mm-hmm. So I was with you when I was watching this first episode last week. I was like, wait, what's going on? Because I couldn't understand why Ghost had fired the manager of the club last week.
Somebody that he needs now.
Yeah. But then a few people had caught me up and was like, he fired him because he was doing XYZ last season. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, but he had that pertinent information, and Ghost is going to need him.
I don't want it to be a whole year that we waiting for next season. You know, they got Power has been renewed for two more seasons.
Four in season 4. You know what I'm saying?
Season 4 and 5.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it should
start filming them now, and then by the end of this year, it'll be back on TV. Because I've been trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Maybe haven't shot the seasons yet. I don't know. But yeah, if y'all gonna have 2 more seasons, do it. Because it's only like 10 to 12 episodes. And I hate that too with Netflix. Like,
that's wild.
You put every episode out at one time, and people binge watch these episodes. Right. And then you gotta wait a full year. Because a show that I haven't talked about, what is that show? Orange is the New Black. This season, way better than season 3. And I didn't even finish season 3. It was way better. And they dealt with so much with police brutality, with the racism going on. They had like a Martha Stewart in prison trial. It was just so much going on. And they, you know, if you didn't see it yet, I don't want to give it away, but it was very, very powerful. And it's kind of funny, like what went on at the end of this season. It's kind of what's going on right now in our community with people fighting cops and cops fighting us and the killings and all of that. And it ended with a cliff. Shouldn't say that, but yeah, I can't wait. I don't want to wait till June next year. Bring it back. Like shoot all of these episodes and bring them back. You know Narcos is coming back. You going to watch it?
That is my fucking show.
I know.
You think it's not? I remember when I first started watching Narcos, and I'm like, I can't get into this show. It's all these damn subtitles. I can't. Baby! You'd have thought I was Dominican.
Mexican?
Well, whatever they are.
Baby. Got your Spanish together, huh?
Okay? Because I was up there, Espanol, Poppy, and C, mommy. Okay? Narcos is so good. If you don't watch Narcos, it is a Netflix original series. It is so good. Mm-hmm. Like, so good. And they just killing motherfuckers left and right. And the crazy thing about it is how I got hooked onto Narcos, because I tweeted one day or posted something on Instagram one day asking people, what is a good show that I can watch on Netflix? And most everybody was saying Narcos. So I was like, let me watch this show. Baby! I would not have wanted to be living down there during those times. Because they was killing every fucking... When they killed that girl and her baby, or I think it was the... They went in their house and just was killing everybody. I said, baby!
I couldn't imagine.
Pablo Escobar. I wouldn't even want to be in the same room with him. No, I'm going. I'm in wrong building. You know Pablo Escobar. Oh, let me. Come on, let's go. Everybody who came with me, let's go. Because we won't be in here with him. Kevin, you couldn't imagine me. What? It's like everywhere he went, there was violence.
Yes.
Everywhere he went. And then they had the nerve to turn a prison into a private palace to his liking. I'll go to jail on one condition. It has to be the way I want to be. And they did it, Kevin.
Can you imagine?
And this is for real. Because as I'm watching the show, I'm Googling, looking up shit, and this was for real. What the hell? That man had too much power.
And money. Hey, are you caught up on Greenleaf yet?
No, but I will catch up.
Oh, it is too much. It's like all of these shows are nothing but drama. Okay? Baby, the son, you know.
We already know.
Baby, but no, this bitch going like a fake ass jet. While he talking to his girlfriend, and now she done hired somebody that's gay to work for the church. And you know the husband.
Get him.
Yeah, but no, he's like, I don't need you hiring him.
So
he's acting like,
yeah.
So he's acting like that. And so then she's like, it's like, then they meet, of course, and it was kind of awkward. It's too much going on.
Did she know him? Don't tell me he met the guy that the girl hired on that site.
But they ain't fucking. No. He's just saying like, baby, I'm gay. He's like, before you hired me, I want you to know. Like, he was just like, I'm here, I have a husband, blah, 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 blah. She told her husband after she hired him, but he was kind of upset that she went on and did that. So then they meet, and she was like, I know you might have a problem with it. He was like, no, it's cool. She's like, thank you for treating him right. Not even knowing that her husband is gay. Now, you mean to tell me she don't know that? Ain't nothing flicked about her husband?
I think she knows. I think she's just in this whole denial stage. She's like one of those women that are just in denial.
Baby, I can't imagine.
You have women out there that is like that, that are just in denial. Like you, like, how did you not know your husband was gay?
And then they got the uncle. He up there still raping and molesting girls, giving them drinks. And
I gotta catch up.
Creflo Dollar, I know you are getting angry about this airplane situation, baby.
That's what it's.
They're going. And all of this drama for a fucking plane. And then you got the governments and the feds all up in it.
Yeah, because the government, they want to know where's all this money going.
What the fuck is
the IRS? Yeah.
I know. If it's a love offering, that's profit for the church. Are you guys documenting that? Oh no, y'all just corrupt. They all corrupt. Baby, it's corruption everywhere you go. In the church, schools, in politics, everywhere. It's corruption everywhere. Corruption everywhere. Baby. But I'm enjoying all of this TV drama. It's so much good to hear.
Uncle Sam will get you. And one thing you don't want is your church doors to go clink clink. You want to know where to work? You have to go somewhere else. And that's embarrassing. Because once a church closes, first of all, I've noticed, especially here in Philadelphia, when churches closes due to scandals and stuff like that, it's always on the news. And every church around in Philadelphia is always talking about it, especially when it's a black church.
Yeah. I haven't heard nothing crazy about a church in a minute. Last time I hear anything church related.
That church, not too far from here near Ridge Avenue, that the pastor went and sold the building without anybody in the church.
Right here on 22nd seems to be more?
No, in Ridge, not that one. I said it's near Ridge. I can't think of what.
It's on the corner.
Alright, you know where Ridge Avenue is, and you know that firehouse that's on Ridge Avenue, that fire station that's like
near 15th and Ridge.
Yeah.
And you got that near the Arts Garage?
Yeah. Well, if you go like a little further down, there's like a church on one of those streets. I can't name
Fairmount?
No, it's not on Fairmount. In the opposite direction, like you coming back towards Girard, not going towards Fairmount. Well, anyway, there's a church, and that church that's right there, the pastor went and secretly sold the building without
telling nobody.
Anybody, without telling the deacons, the trustees, anybody in the church for $1 million.
And this was on the news?
Yes, it was on the news. You Google.
How did I miss this?
Yes, this was like 2-3 years ago. Yes. Are you kidding me?
So what happened?
I think he got kicked out. Like, or he didn't want to leave. Pastor, wait. So
that's a scam.
We about to show you.
Is he married?
I don't know.
sold the church and didn't tell the community.
Didn't tell the congregation. Yeah, right here. It's going to say North Philadelphia's, yeah. Second Pilgrim Baptist Church where the church is 98 years old. I'm trying to figure out, yeah, the church is on 15th and 15th Poplar.
I'll ride past that all the
Properties
time.
at more than $2 million.
Girl.
I can't believe it. This was on the cover of the newspaper when this happened back in 2014, yeah, 2 years ago. I could not believe it. Who do you think you are?
That church is worth $2 million though?
Well, you know, churches are,
Probably
believe it or not,
because
Kevin,
old.
but believe it or not even because it's old, churches are worth a lot of money. And you got to remember too, you got a lot of people out here, like, you got a lot of people congregations that are coming up and they're looking for buildings. Like our old building that we moved out of, we sold that for $1 million. Now we could have got way more money because of the location.
Yeah.
Because of that location, we could have got way more money. But we sold it for $1 million. But churches are very, very, they do cost a lot of money. You got a lot of people out here that would pay that much money because of the simple fact that congregations are growing. And so a lot of churches that started out in like storefronts, they now need a building.
So is that church still open? Because you know they buy all of that property.
I think so. I can't. Don't quote me. I think so. I'm not for sure.
Because they knocking so much down and rebuilding up. Let me tell y'all, baby. What's that? Regentrification? Baby.
Yes. Gentrification.
This neighborhood is
gentrified.
Yeah, this neighborhood is turning from brown to white again. Think I'm lying. Baby.
Okay.
They already, like, I know they're going around offering people to sell their properties just to knock it down. I said, if they come here, you better not try to sell this.
And see, this is the thing. What people don't seem to realize in this particular case, with this particular pastor, is pastors are employees of the church. The church, the deacons and the trustees, they are the ones, and the congregations that vote on it, they hire the pastors. You are an employee of this church. You get hired. This church is not yours. You don't own this church. You know what I mean? You are an employee. Now, you are an employee that runs this church, but you don't own this church. Because at any moment, at any time, this congregation can get together and say, all right, you know what? Now you preaching something else, or you doing some dirty shit, you're fired. They can vote to let you go. So for this man to think that he can go and sell a church that does not even, a building that does not even belong to him, that he had balls and a lot of nerve.
I wonder where he's at today.
I don't know where he's at. He should be in jail.
He better not be down there singing with the people at the convention. You know, them gospel choir was down there singing today. I mean,
It is
singing.
a lot of buses
Yes.
on the expressway.
Buses and cops everywhere. I was downtown yesterday. Cops, I mean, I've never seen this many cops downtown. Where the fuck do y'all be at?
Your mom just made me think of, did you hear what I said when she said, when she was
What?
yelling? And she, I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but she said, yeah, because I got all these bags of clothes. And you heard when I said, dirty clothes.
Okay.
From the video. See, I couldn't help but say it because she said it the way she said it on the video. All these bags of clothes.
They need to get the fucking hose though. Like, come on.
This house is, I don't.
Get your shit.
Get your
I'm still mad about them doing all of that for a pocketbook. Like, children are petty. Then you got the adults, like...
Kevin, for a pop
Yeah.
fucking book.
Look.
And you got the adults that are feeding.
Like, you don't even be thinking about a pocketbook, but just because it's yours now, oh, now you want it back. Really? It was never that. I was never that petty, and I'm still not that petty. If I'm not thinking about something, or not even worrying about it, but I do get some way about my stuff if you take something out my room, even though I don't care how fucking long ago I used it. It is mine, and if you want to use it, you fucking ask me. You just don't take it upon yourself to do shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna go because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, and I can't wait for these speeches because tonight Michelle Obama is speaking, Bernie Sanders is speaking. We got the former Commissioner Charles Grant. There's gonna be so many people speaking tonight. Our Democratic convention is going to pop tonight. Okay, and I know that Michelle Obama is going to kill it, and you don't have to worry about her stealing anybody's speeches because you've never heard about her stealing anybody's speeches before. So
Yeah, so, I hope we have a good week this week. And if you are coming here to protest, know what you're protesting for and don't just be following no damn crowd. Also, be safe. It's too hot. It's very hot out here. So keep water on you, okay? Drink plenty of water. If you got to pour it on yourself, pour it on yourself. But be careful out here. The police are already saying that things are peaceful. Like there's been no issues. No one has been arrested. So I hope it just stay that way. And y'all be safe, and we're going to go. We'll see y'all on Thursday with a new video. Peace. And you catch up on Greenleaf and shit. Man, this shit get good.
You know me, I'm a